the ball amazingly well. I think the Joburg Giants are going to have to counter some of the pressure by playing hard.
Jolo Latchwell over South Sudan, along with Deng, of course, his compatriot. Big guys, lots of experience. We'll be looking to try and work their magic here. There's the first shot that's trying to float it over the top there, but doesn't fall for Atchwell. At the other end, heady! Oh, rolls out. Atchwell rebounds. That's a great pass, straight into the hands of Williams. First bucket, and it's Donovan Williams who puts 2 on the pile.
3 possessions. We saw quick fire movement by both teams up and down the floor. Transition will be a crucial part of this contest.
There's Craig going up for a mid-range 2. Yeah. Ball out wide, Sadi collects. Deng comfortably picking that up. Atchwell for the rebound. Excellent in the paint as per usual. Love what he does.
That's going to be a key area for Joburg Giants to control the paint and see if they can limit second chance opportunities against the front court and the South Sudanese connection of Atchwell and Deng.
There's Craig. Picked up there. There's a chance for Dim, or swatting it away. Defense coming in from Deng, and there's the 3-shot. Sibagnoni trying to get his hands on that. Atchwell with a rebound. It's where Sibagnoni can also be exploited in a big way as he tries to get all of the rebounds, which is what he loves to do. He's the board man, isn't he?
He is the board man, and that time it's David Craig picking up the rebound for the Giants.
That's a big 3. Very good shooting there coming from Ozabor.
Opens the scoring for the Giants.
And Deng takes the quick pass and drains it.
And that was really a silly foul there from David Craig. Majok Deng just ahead of the play. And a look at Ozabor getting the shot down. And this is quick reaction by Ball. Pushed ahead and a little touch on the back. Now it gives a 3-point play opportunity here to Majok Deng.
It's the frustration, isn't it? It's extract that from your game, and you just got a guy who's, you know, going to get there first. Okay, he's going to drain the points, but you don't want him to score 2+1.
You heard Coach Floshengwenya talking about transition being a key part of this game, wants them to get into their half-court offense, and that's not what the coach will be looking for in terms of execution from his team.
Yeah, eradicate the mistakes to your game and try and just keep it as tight as possible against one of the best teams in this conference. Ozabor unable to get himself that little bit of space. Again, just locking it down. The defensive game from Ahly Libya, very strong, very tight.
Very important that the Giants also find some fluidity in their offense and just stay consistently scoring where they can.
Sadi, Majok Deng, Atchwell, easy 2, drains the 2.
Chemistry inside the paint, the drop-off pass. Deng finding Atchwell. 4 points for Joe Llewell.
Dim goes up for a 3-shot. Oh, it's fantastic shooting there. And that's 2 threes, that is. That's all of the points they scored from outside the perimeter so far.
Well, under goes Deng on the screen, gives a little bit of time and space there to Dim, and Dim happy to take the shot.
Majok Deng. Atchwell floats one over the top, made safe by Dim. Quickly in transition, thinking about driving through, just lost his thread a little bit. Sibagnoni back out. Craig, he'll do it every time. That's good patience, brilliant work there from Craig.
That was about the pass from Ozabor. It was into the right space and place, and the giant David Craig gets the 2 points.
For Sadi for a 3-shot. Sibagnoni there just to make, just to tidy things up as Craig tries to get the rebound. Ozabor, Craig into position, very high screen. Sibagnoni for a mid-range 2. No, he's going to just bide his time. That's a great pass into the hands of Hedy. They take the lead.
And that is the passing ability. Even Kosanati Sibagnoni, it's been an aspect of his play has improved dramatically.
Sadi coming out. The block's been made by Sibagnoni. Brilliant work by the Giants. Giants mean business. That's excellent work, but couldn't quite get the points there from Ozabor. Picked up by Bohr, goes home alone, high off the glass. Quality skills.
Well, high quality finish by Bohr. Pass fake to just freeze the defense for half a second. Finesse finish with that left hand of his in transition.
Love the flow of scoring points here for the Giants. Craig Sibagnoni tries to get himself untangled from Deng, and he does a sterling job. Great work at both ends.
Showing a lot of confidence and fluidity there, Sibagnoni.
Big shot from Williams. It's a 3-shot.
Back and forth, quick fire offenses, and, well, timeout call 14. It is to Ahly.
12-14.
We're now in Akajiro National Park. It's a home of the Big Five.
I fell in love in Kigali. People like to enjoy life.
This was my dream since I was a kid, working with the gorillas every day.
There is something really magical about Nyungwe National Forest. This is our little piece of heaven.
Rwanda is a place that everybody should really visit.
Welcome to Rwanda.
Fabulous work there from the Giants just to not allow Ahly Libya to go all the way, but he's just a conniving, crafty player, isn't he?
Yeah, he almost on that ball fake says, I'd rather go dancing with Delilah, and then throws the ball right in, and you see David Craig finish it right there.
I like it. Sibagnoni does better. That's a good pass to Dim. Dim tries to get himself the pass to Craig. Too much traffic. It's gone over the top. That's going to be the Giants who collect possession. Comes back off.
This is the kind of start, though, that the Joburg Giants will give them some confidence, especially in front of this full sold-out Sunbed Arena. If they can get the crowd involved, you know, it will make it a little bit more interesting. Keep this game interesting. Here.
Dim going right through, tries to go high over the top. Here's Craig up against Atchwell. Out muscles. Oh, he doesn't manage to get his shot. Good work from Atchwell. And Sadi into the lane of Williams, who gets fouled as he drives hard into the paint. Sibagnoni's not in a great place there.
But David Craig has got to get those finishes close to the rim. He's contesting his case because the counterpart here is the speed of Ahly in transition. And yeah, this is some contact inside the paint there.
Sadi just swiping Sibagnoni's face as he came through to try and finish off that move. Straight to the free throw line for Donald Williams. He's on 5 points so far, leading all scorers.
Well, Williams, 22 points a game, 26 minutes. One of the most efficient players on display for Ahly Libya.
26 from 32 from the free throw line as well, 81.3%. Just missed one, so that's gone down marginally.
And you see the crowd starting to get behind the home team, but Donovan Williams holds his nerve to knock down that free throw.
Yeah, very consistent. Dim Sibagnoni. That's the pass to Craig. Craig trying to spin around Atchwell. He's having a little issue there up against Atchwell in the paint. That's twice now he hasn't managed to turn possession into points.
Gives them real inside paint presence, but it's got to try and supplement that presence with some scoring.
Sadi, Deng, Majok Deng, trying to find a path. kicks it back out. Sadi, good passing here. Ball flings it out to Deng. Shot clock down to 7. Big shot, 3 in.
It's been red hot from the perimeter all conference long. Majok Deng has showcased that threat consistently. He's shooting it at over 70%. That's his 11th make on 15 attempts. And that's better from David Craig inside.
You can see that Ozabor is down on the ground as well, just getting up gingerly. It's one of those potato moments, isn't it? You know, everything going streamlined, then all of a sudden, you know, things change, and they would just want continuity cue.
Continuity just so important, and you see now David Craig free throw line ability going to be tested. This has been an area that he's struggled with. He's been around 50% the entire conference, and before that was about 80% in season 1, or the previous season with MBB. Gets the first one, and that will give him some confidence from the free throw line.
It's down to 4. Good shooting from the charity strip there for David Craig.
Ideal, that is, for the Giants.
Now look at Williams. Williams goes up, rolls back out. Good work from Craig. Gets the rebounds. It's the important things. He's up to 3 rebounds now, which is so good on the boards. He needs a little bit of help there, Sibanioni, as well. Collected there. And Ahly Libya, there's the passing game. Good block. But I think there's contact.
Yeah, just that is an athletic showcase by both players. Dim was completely outnumbered. Williams attacks the rim, and the wingspan there of Nino Dim. Well, there was a contact on the body, but the arm blocks the ball.
Yeah, it's a little bit frustrating because, you know, he got himself right in the path, and it was a 3-against-1 scenario. And again, Williams straight up to the free throw line once again, just knocking another down. Got 12 three-pointers so far, 63.2%.
So they have 2 of the most efficient shooters from the three-point line, Majok Deng and Williams, that have been, you know, outrageous in terms of the way they've converted from the three-point line.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous, right? Another chance, comes back out. Oh, delightful shooting there from Moore, who hits his first 3 out here and moves up to 5 points.
The lead moves up to 8.
Eddie. Craig just giving him a little bit of a block. The ball comes back out. Collected by Ozabor. Craig, mid-range 2. Sibanioni can't get the rebound. Collected there by Majok Deng. Down into the corner, Sadi. Williams. Corner shot coming from Ball. Craig with a rebound. Another one. And there's a little bit of touch there from Atwell. Hence the reason why the foul is being committed.
Well, that's the 5th rebound now from David Craig. He's got 4 points, has given them some presence inside the paint with 2:25 left. See him take a break, and Peter Prinsloo will enter the game in the unfamiliar position of coming from the bench for the Giants and for Coach Flosh. It's the first time he's not gotten the start as Mo Sadi received some attention. See
a little bit of injury there. Just a little bit of a cut, I think, to the lip or the mouth. No, it's nose. It's the end of his nose. Bloody nose. Get it treated, sorted, back in business. 14-22. Zabor. 2:16 left in this quarter. The first. Zabor going for a 3-shot. Sibanioni, brilliant. Look, oh, he just couldn't quite slam it down.
Right intent, execution lacking though from Sibanioni.
Great strength though. Prinsloo on the floor to replace David Craig. into the corner. Hedy tries to go around. Williams has been made safe once again. Flung down towards Jean-Jacques Boissy. Sadi, it's Hamad going in. Hamad with a fantastic score. Some lightning quick changes, sorry.
Signs of chemistry always, and that's where you tell it. The extra pass, the pass into space by Boissy, the finish there by Hamad.
Good chemistry. We're talking about chemistry and how important it is. Oh, there's Prinsloo. He's been knocked off his feet. And I think the foul's going to go against Williams.
Yeah, there was just a little bit of torque happening before that incident. Williams gets drawn into the contact, and he picks up a foul. Prinsloo, he wins that battle, and Williams will have to go to the bench with 2 fouls.
Yeah, 2 fouls. Sideline possession here for Orzabor.
Game's leading scorer, 7 points, will head to the bench.
Dim. 1:10 left to play. Sibagnoni trying to drive around Achuel. Kicks it out into the corner. And that's gone out of bounds. Orzabor, a little touch there. Hamad working his magic. Boissy, of course, coming in. So quick, isn't he? The Senegalese player.
It's his hand speed along with his foot speed that make him so good on the defensive end. Jean-Jacques Boissy.
That's great work as well. Shot not getting the height and the distance. Zhu also coming on it. Bohr trying to get round and away from everyone. Boissy. Shot clock down to 5. Comes out to Bohr. Bohr. Back out to Boissy. Boissy. 3 shot. Doesn't drop. Orzabor. Into the corner. Long range shot coming up. Achuel. Player down. I guess Jean-Jacques Boissy back up on his feet there. Oh, he's so crafty. Keeps all the possession. Zhu for 3. Knocks it down. A fine shot as well.
First, I don't know how he managed to keep control of the basketball. It's like it was attached to his hand with magnetic hands, but the pass to the corner for the 3.
4 seconds left to get a shot in. Hedy. Oh, buzzer beater there for Hedy. And an important one as well. 3 points to make it a 10-point lead for Ahly Libya at the end of the first quarter.
It's time for the Guess What Extra Cool Challenge. We've selected 1 lucky contestant who's hanging out with our host, Lynette Center Court. You'll have 45 seconds to find the Guess What cooler. We need everybody in the arena to cheer if they're going in the right direction and boo if they're going in the wrong one. All right, let's send it to Slim to meet the contestant.
All right, thank you so much. You with me? I got Tumsani from Limpopo. Tumsani, are you ready? You already know the rules, man. Victoria, we're gonna help her, right? If she gets colder, we say boo. If she gets warmer, we say yeah. Victoria, you ready? Tumsani, are you ready? Let me blindfold you. Cause the light, find your position. I'm gonna turn you around 1, and I'm gonna turn you around 2. Can you point for us? All right, we're gonna count it down, Victoria. 3, I gotta count down first. Wait, 3, 2, 1, go.
(17:27), and Ahly Libya just doing enough to just move ahead and keep themselves a little bit clear. But yeah, that is a fantastic 3-pointer to finish off. A buzzer beater there for Hedy, Jacoby Hedy, to move up to 5 points. What do the Giants need to do to sort of, they have to tame that man there, because he's been pretty impressive, isn't he?
Right. The focus really has been on, the scoring in transition. They had 9 fast break points, and if you look at the differential, it's 10 points on the floor. And really, if they can slow down and get Ahly Libya to go into a half-court set. That will be the first part of the job here for Coach Flushing Wenya.
Ozabor on the Giants in possession here. Eddie Ozabor gets rid of Boissy, trying to drive right through. Great use of the glass. Physical he is, manages to just use that burly nature that he has in the paint.
A great bit of individual offense there from Ozabor, just finding a seam inside the zone and gets his two.
Atchwell, Prinsloo. Trying to go to work on Prinsloo. Trying to get himself around, does the damage, gets the points.
That's really a tough matchup for Prinsloo, trying to stay in front of fleet-footed Atchwell as he finishes inside.
Prinsloo. Ozabor. Sibagnoni looking to try and get the ball. It's gone right over the top. Boissy in transition, back to Bohr.
This is, again, a favorable matchup for Bohr.
The accelerator goes, and the foul committed by Prinsloo. Just reaching out, making contact. It's exactly what he was looking for.
So he's trying to create this, the driving line here as Bohr, and he does do that, gets Prinsloo caught out of position, and he gets the position at the free throw line. Has set the Kalahari Conference on fire a little bit. We've seen record-breaking exploits happen. You know, we saw the 54-point game a little bit earlier, but Bohr's 18 assists may be the catalyst to what we've seen happen in just in the last couple of games.
No. It's we've had the highest scoring tally as well here in the Kalahari Conference with over 230 points scored. It's in one game. It just gives you an idea of sort of where we're at. It's just been so impressive, everything. And that bucket there was a big one as well, coming from that one Machlong.
Might give him some confidence there. Machlong, known as a long-range shooter, and he hits his first one in this game.
8-point game, so they're just always chipping away. Good work from Sibagnoni. The board man comes to the fore. Hedy trying to go around Zhu. Great work. Oh my word, that is brilliant. Watch out for transition. Atchwell trying to go through. He does exactly what is expected of him.
Too strong. They score quickly on one end, but they give up the score on the other side, and that's not ideal for the Giants.
It's what they've, it's in their DNA though, Ahly Libya, isn't it? That's the way that they function. Ozabor trying to spin off Hamad. Can't get his accuracy levels sorted, and Atchwell again with Prinsloo. Very agile, Atchwell. Now he goes to work. The hook shot, impeccable. Every single time. You just can't manage him.
Waited and waited and waited. Assessed his options and then took the ISO situation.
Yeah, but I love the way that he just slowly shifted himself around the pivot foot before actually realizing what he had to do. And there was only Prinsloo there, and he thought, I'm going to hit it because I can.
And Prinsloo takes his first shot in this one. And the struggles from the field have been tangible for Peter Prinsloo throughout conference play on the offensive side.
A player capable of, going on a very good run. 30-point high-scoring tally that he's got in the past as ball goes up, front rim. Atchwell's there for the rebound.
Unguardable inside the paint at most times is Atchwell, making it look so easy, up to 12.
Yeah, that's right. That's good scoring as well. Have to keep the points tally ticking over.
Somewhere here, the Giants have got to find a stop and see if they can convert that turnover or miss shot into a couple of points.
Hedy and Ozabor both on 7 points. It's Jean-Jacques Boissy. Shot clock down to 6, going around the outside. That's great work over the top of Prinsloo.
Feels like Prinsloo's being isolated here by the Ahly offense. Every time a player in front of him, they are attacking the paint.
Down into the corner, Ozabor. Trying to get rid of Zhu. Back out, that's great work. Oh my word, there's the foul coming from Hamad. Thought that was going to be a little bit painful for the eyes, but not the case. Ahly will go to the free throw line for a pair of shots. Double slap coming in from both sides.
Honest even in terms of scoring. If Ahly can make these free throws count, we see in the 7 points apiece. Well, 9-7 the score now is in this second quarter.
Spends 37.8 minutes on the floor. He's 29 from 61 from the field, 47.5%. And from the free throw line, 82.4%. That's 14 shots that he's actually had. That'll be 15 now. So he's still keeping that high percentage ticking over, but hasn't shot as much as a lot of the other guys who are in the top 10.
The point is that he uses his speed to get himself to the free throw line, and he must be able to convert when he's there, and he does that pretty well.
As we can see, I like it. Percentage looking good, and a 10-point lead. 6 minutes left in the second. Jean-Jacques Boissy. And there. His ball over the top as Atchwell again bites his chime. Look at that. It's just exquisite scoring in the paint, isn't it? Pass was top quality.
They have no answer for him inside the paint, and he will take full advantage, and he has been taking full advantage.
Little slip there, but he's back up on his feet. Toro. Sibagnoni. That's a good pickup as well. Oh, get out of there. SWAT team arrived. And Macklong told that he's not going to be able to go through there. Look at that from Atchwell.
A chase down of the highest caliber here, and nothing Macklong could do. The timing, right, chasing it down.
He's hunted down.
Well,
just missing out on getting a shot in there. Flosser Guenia. Quite vocal as he passes on his the message on the floor.
They've got score for score so far up until that point, and here's the first chance really for Ahly Libya to pull ahead in the quarter. They are 12 points ahead on the scoreboard.
Sibagnoni watching, keeping an eye on Atchwell. That's what we've got to look at. But there again, there are so many options here. It's what we've seen with Ahly Libya. Long-range shot going up. Sibagnoni with the boards. That's another good rebound there for number 6 for him. Ahly. Sibagnoni is going to drive through, kicks it out. Long-range shot coming up. Whoa! Very close there. That would have been a good moment for Toro.
Great ball movement. They get the ideal shot in the corner, and Tulu just can't finish. But good possession, and that's the kind of chemistry on the other side for the Joburg Giants that will please Coach Ngwenya.
It's positive, but they got to get the points. 28-40, a 12-point lead for Ahly Libya.
It began with a dream of connecting the heart of Africa to the world. The first pioneers were brave, venturing into skies unknown, and today the same spirit lives on. Rwandair soars higher, carrying dreams and stretching our frontiers. It's not just a flight, it's an experience, the kind where every detail is designed to make you feel at home. Rwandair is more than an airline. We are a bridge between Africa and the world, between you and your dreams. Welcome to Kigali.
Ahly Libya very much got their finger on the pulse to this one. They've just managed to get themselves ahead, and they're just keeping them at arm's length at the moment. The Giants trying something, working really hard, getting themselves into good positions, passing the ball around a little bit better. There's some positives, but you've got to make it happen, haven't you?
Well, what they have to do is try to figure out how to claw back just a little bit of this lead. They played even all quarter, and, you know, they trailed by 10 coming into the start of the second. couple of stops will give them some confidence, but that's easier said than done against a free-flowing, high-scoring Ahly offense.
For Jean-Jacques Boissy. Made safe by Sibagnoni. Another rebound. Look at that for a touch. That is quality. That really was. And the skill set. Atruel. Oh my. That is chemistry. That is chemistry. Make it work. Make it happen. Atruel caps off a great move in Cap City.
Superb. That from the former BAL MVP, 2024 BAL MVP, finishing inside the paint.
Just look at that. It all started with that little touch there at the back from Boissy. Ball behind the back, Atruel. Hook over the sky hook over the top quality.
Classic Showtime basketball.
Oh, a good score there. Finally, Tolo gets his points. Racing down into the corner. More Sadi. Sadi trying to drive through. There's quality there from Boissy. He saw that the boulevard had opened up. There was nothing there in his way.
And now the Joburg Giants have got to figure out a different kind of defensive scheme, because comfort being shown here by the Ahly offense.
Long range shot coming in. It's a good rebound there from Boissy. Ball once again. Deng in the corner. Will he go all by himself? Sibagnoni with a block.
Now, first part of the defense done. Can they hold just a little bit longer?
Yeah, Atruel, the danger man, but you've got all sorts of options there. Boissy hitting a big shot there and moving up to 6.
Boissy alongside Sadi. It's an interesting lineup being utilized here by Coach Solomon.
It's a 16-point lead now. Have to get points. Tolo. Boissy with another rebound. Sadi. Atruel. Goes to work in the paint. And picked up there by Macklong. Great acceleration, but losing possession there. Boissy just steals.
Lightning quick steal by Boissy.
Oh, he's not the right pass to Atruel.
Macklong's chase down, gets it right back.
That's good perseverance, good fighting. Goes up, gets the score. That's a brilliant drive. Very, very unfazed by what was in front of him.
Persistence pays off for Macklong. You know, he comes back trailing and he gets the 2 points on the offensive end.
Sibagnoni and Atruel having a little bit of a battle in the paint, but look at that from Boissy. Gets the win over Macklong there.
Yeah, it takes that last play personally. I think Jean-Jacques Boissy sees Macklong this time and happy to go to work. A little hesitation causes the shift, and there draws the foul inside for 2 more points. Jean-Jacques Boissy.
$16-point lead, and there's Damien Bohr just with a little break, a little breather, after he's put in a pretty good showing with his 6 points. Just basically how he's been floor general, working and pulling the strings out there. Tolo. Mid-range 2. Majok Deng. Oh, that's well read by that man, Macklong. And again, he's moving in a position. Ozabor gets around his man, goes up. Lovely touch. Great strength, good use of the hand there.
Got to convert those turnovers into points in transition, and they do. Ozabor, great read. Doesn't settle for the outside shot, gets inside where he's most comfortable.
They're not unfazed by that, as I said. You know, very aggressive going in. Here's Atruel. And this time, Prinsloo does enough just to prevent Atruel from getting the points. Another opportunity with 1 minute left in the second. Prinsloo down into the corner. Tolo. Mid-range 2. This goes up. And Williams collects. 44 seconds. A couple of plays left in this first half. trying to go around Tolo, gets a hand in there, but he also makes contact with Williams straight to the free throw line.
Yeah, you see the speed and the breakdown there, and also, well, that's some good work by Tolo's strength, upper body strength, to just stay in front. The swipe down, though, is where the contact occurs and sends Donovan Williams to the free throw line.
Timeout called with 35.8 left to play. 15-point differential here with Ahly Libya. And Coach Solomon calling the troops to the side to set out how they're going to play out this final 35.8.
13 fast break points have happened for Ahly Libya. Joluwal Achuel, he's been the primary scorer on 8 of 12 on the inside. Jean-Jacques Boissy, you know, that double MVP pairing, they lead the scoring for Ahly Libya. It's Osabor on the other side for this Joburg Giants team, and Hedy, his front court partner, backcourt partner, they there with their 9 points apiece.
Yeah, Simanioni just with 2 points so far. He'll want to try and increase on that. He's great on the, the defensive rebounds, but we also need to put him into that attacking position where he can actually go to work. Trouble is, Achuel is really brought his A game to the floor today. 6 rebounds for Sibanyoni. He's got 4 assists. He's playing provider right now, but you do want to see him be aggressive. See if he can't get some of these Ahly bigs into foul trouble. Just get them to commit a little bit more inside that painted area. Well, again, you've got the danger man going straight to the free throw line. He has just been unstoppable. Williams at the free throw line. That's 8 points now for him, up to 9. If he can get this one. Sibanyoni taking a breather. And Williams, 9 points, 34 seconds left to play.
Press comes up high here from Ahly Libya.
Really trying to make life complicated. Prinsloo kicks it out. Gets rid of his man, shot goes up. Whoa, very close. What, Prinsloo trying to get the rebound. Sati commits the foul there, I think.
Well, a shot was on line from Dim. Just rattles out with 15.4 seconds left. Coach Floshogwenya wants to draw something up, try to get a guaranteed score here. And the Giants, they do need to convert on this possession.
Yeah, no foul, just Prinsloo having the ball knocked out of his hands. Baseline shot, 15.4 seconds left to play.
Well, they should have a fresh 14. There'll be about 1.4 second differential between the shot and the game clock. And wonder where Coach Floshogwenya would go. Sometimes you think the thought process is going inside the paint, getting a guaranteed 2. They don't really have the presence of a really consistent three-point shooter, and maybe it is going to go into the hands of Prinsloo inside the paint, or Osabor, or either Osabor or Hedy on the drive.
We'll get to see what Coach Floshogwenya has got up his sleeve. Also been impressed by Osabor, 9 points so far, along with Hedy. Giants hungry for some points here. Be good to finish off the second quarter with a couple of points, just to bring it down to 15. Well, Libya, one of the strong teams, of course, in this Kalahari Conference.
And they certainly have title ambitions, do Ahly Libya.
Gets knocked out by Boissy. They go again.
After going down with 2 losses in the opening games, they'll be looking to close out on 3 consecutive wins with Ahly Libya. Joburg Giants, they're still searching for their first win. Need a score just to keep some momentum going into the second half.
Here we go. need to unlock this defense, find a way. Goes out, it's been picked up by Ozabor. 10 seconds on the clock, tries to go up, floats one over the top, doesn't go over the rim, and collects it here. Williams with a drive through, tries to go up. He can't untangle himself from the Giants defense, and I think it's going to be Dim who will pick up a foul, or Ozabor in fact.
They just so lightning quick up the other side of the floor. Deng was on the outside as an option, and Williams steps through, and there is a foul from behind by Ozabor.
It just shows the one person to foul to go up to the free throw line. His shooting has been impeccable. Just missed one from the free throw line so far today. And Eddie's coming on for the final 4.2 seconds.
Williams up to 10 points, the second player into double digits here for Libyan champions.
Again, 2 out of 2 there. Bar has been picked out of the sky from Deng. Deng goes out with 3 seconds. Oh, what a score there from Majok Deng. Succulent, smooth, and clinical for another buzzer beater from Majok Deng. Look at that, snatches it, and 34-56. 22-point lead at the break. Who is really leading this encounter, just guiding his team in the right direction, looking very strong. 16 points to his name, but it's what he does in the paint. It's how he really makes life very complicated for everyone. Pick your winner, what have you got?
Oh, wow. It's an overwhelming majority towards Ahly Libya. Well, you can have your say, Joburg Giants fans. BAL.nba.com/team vote. Cast your vote.
Cast your vote, cast your vote.
My vote is my secret.
If you like fishing, cast your vote. Get it out there. Vote. 34-56. Ball out wide. Williams. Craze going through. Strength. And manages to breach that defense and going over Sibanioni. Dim goes up. He gets fouled by Hamad. And again, gets good response. I like the way that he's gone in there. Hamad will try and get in defensively in his face, but going around, there's the contact on the wrist.
Dim trying to be aggressive here for the Giants. And a product of the University of Johannesburg. Actually went to high school not too far away from this area, Germiston High School in the East Rand. And well, steadily improving. He's had a much better season, has Anino Dim offensively. Didn't see too much of the court. Was on the roster for MBB in his last season, but this season getting a starting role. And you can just see the growth and the confidence throughout.
He's a former model as well, isn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Did a bit of modeling.
He's still a model.
Still a model, is he?
I mean, what's changed?
What's changed? 35-58. And they've stolen the ball. This is better. The Giants coming up. Dim drives in and delivers another 2 up to 6. These are key points. These are key moments.
This is what they need to just rattle the offense here of Ahly Libya. They can just get a couple more, maybe force a timeout, build some momentum.
Ball trying to deal with Sibanioni, trying to shake him off. Shot clock down to 4, needs to go for a shot, goes high. Over the top it goes. And there's Actuel getting tangled up there with Machlon. And Machlon with his second personal foul. He's got a bit of a handful there, isn't he? Trying to deal with the with Actuel. Big shot from Sadi. Well, how about that? Poetry in motion when he delivers from the sky. Sadi up to, that's his first points today. And Dim doing really well again, just shaking off ball.
You see, we talk about body language. Dim is locked in, and again, intent matters, especially with ball in hand. Nice finish.
Sadi Getting boxed in. Oi, Sibagnoni. Great work just to make life complicated for Ahly Libya. And another moment where they managed to regain possession. And a very bright start to this third quarter for the Giants, who have grown in status since the break.
Nope, not going down that road. Let's continue.
Oh, come on. Ozebor. Great touch. Oh, Hedy can't quite get it. They get another bite. Ozebor using the glass. That's better.
The attack comes in two fronts. Ozebor and Dim, well, they just continue to try and will the Giants back into this one.
There we go, 30 points in the paint for Ahly Libya. 22 for the Giants now. It's building. Work in progress. Ball. Hatchwell. Trying to deal with Ozebor. Floats one over the top. Oh, he doesn't manage to drop it. Sibagnoni, another opportunity. Here's Dim. Uses Sibagnoni with the screen. There's the pass to Ozebor, trying to go around, uses the glow. It's just not quite fallen, and Hatchwell does calmly gets the ball out to Hamad. Ball to Williams. Williams. Sibagnoni rebounds. Nicely done, Dim going around. Wow. Just to the underside of the backboard, and Hatchwell with another rebound. Ball. Need to convert those points. Sadi for three. Oh my, back-to-back triples.
Go ahead, Mo
Sadi.
Sadi. Just finds the same space and knocks down another comfortable jump shot.
Good work from Machlong. Back out. Ozebor just calming things down, making sure that they don't rush their plays. Hedy, a little touch there from Hatchwell, who does enough to stop it from going over the top. They trail by 23. Hatchwell at the other end. That's great work. Look at that. Absolutely unstoppable once again. And he draws the foul.
Sometimes it's just a marvel. You know, he's a big body, Hatchwell, but going downhill, he's just able to accelerate. You see him get by into the paint there, and there's nothing you can do. He's listed at 213, and once he extends his arm up, he gets the finish most times, even with contact.
It's the, you know, his timing. He just reads every play perfectly. You know that the moment that he goes up, he'll gain that extra second, that split second, and then the release, of course, enables him to have that extra bit of time to get the shot in, and that final touch is the drive-through from that man, Tolo. Good work from Mo Sadi, gets in there first. And Hatchwell, of course, in the paint. Oh, and another two, up to 21 he goes.
And that's his average, 21, 13, 0.8 in the first, well, in all the games. This will be the final game we get to see Ahly Libya in this conference.
It is, yeah. But it's a good score there from Sibagnoni. Finally, he's doubled his tally. He's up to 4. And these fans are happy. They come to see him.
Talking to himself on the floor, he knows that a little bit more required on the aggression side, inside the paint.
That's what we talked about. They've only 14 fouls for Ahly Libya up until now. There's the foul from Sadi, and that'll be 5. Talked about aggressivity. That was an important moment. Not that they're too concerned, of course. Sadi's just picking up his first foul there, but going hard into the paint, you know, you will draw attention. That's what you've got to do.
Hedy, chance to add his first points in the second half. He was perfect from the line before that attempt. And right now, the Giants, they just don't have the answers on the defensive end to what Ahly are throwing at them on the offensive side.
Chipping away in the right way, the points for Giants, but yeah, it's a tough matchup. And, you know, Bassi, last year's MVP, is not even on the floor. Ball, back out, big shot. Oh, look at that. And Hamad hits a triple.
It's all just flowing, and it's fluid offense here by this Ahly Libya team.
Tolo, Dim. Tolo going up for a 3 shots, just on the edge of the tee. It's gone straight up to Hamad. He's decided to go all by himself, a little bit short. Is that Sibagnoni who commits another foul? No, I think it's going to be Dim, right?
Yeah, and you see he turns baseline. There's no real coverage that can come help. So on an island there is Dim, and or he gets drawn into the foul. And now we have a timeout. The lead is ballooning for the Joburg Giants.
Second personal for Dim. Take a break.
We're now in a Kajero National Park. It's a home of the Big Five.
I fell in love in Kigali. People like to enjoy life.
This was my dream since I was a kid, walking with the gorillas every day.
There is something really magical about Nungwe National Forest. This is our little piece of heaven.
Rwanda is a place that everybody should really visit.
Welcome to Rwanda.
Victoria, one more time, Mama Union!
44-72 and 4:44 left in this third quarter. They stretch their lead. They're just building. It's a dynasty. Hamad getting a score straight up to the free throw line.
Enjoying his time on the floor is Hamad, because finding seams that he can work with. I did say, and we've spoken about it throughout conference play, that Hamad was a big part of the reason that they got here to the road, to the BAL. And they're just trying to work the free throw line.
Another chance for Hamad to try and get himself a free throw shot here. Picked up by Tolo. There's the charge from Dim. Get out of there. Well, that is a statement block, isn't it? I'd call that block of the game so far from Atchwell.
Certainly is a contender. That was a vicious block by Jolua Latruel inside the paint.
Yeah, he's a little bit of a death stare coming afterwards as well.
And he went with the offhand, but you got to go a little bit higher when you're being chased down by a footer.
2 blocks to 5 for Ahly Libya.
.44 plays 74. The lead is now up to 30 points. There is a air of eerie silence here in this packed out arena. Home fans hoping for something to cheer about. The Giants been a bit quiet here in this third quarter.
Dim, Sibagnoni, Sadi with another foul, starting to build up. That's his second personal. Sibagnoni will go to the free throw line. A little bit of advice being given to Tolo. I love the aggressive Sibagnoni. I think that, you know, the game that he's brought to the floor, especially in that second game that they played, has been, you know, it's very positive. It's a lot of good footwork. He's getting better all the time.
Keeps continuing to improve, and some of that is confidence-based, and also just ball recognition. He's still continuing to play high-level ball all the time, and you see the improvement every time he has it.
Over the shot, and he makes it safe. Shot from Hamad just not falling. Collected here by Hedy. Dim goes up for a 3-shot. Over the top it goes. Good battling back to Dim, right through the middle, tries to hook it over the top. Zoo collects, Hamad, mid-range 2, drops in, 2 on the board. 76, it's a 31-point advantage now, 3:50 left in this third. Sibanioni going up for a 3-shot. Fraction short. Deng being marked. That's a good touch. That's really good backtracking there from Casalembo. Just to get his hand, just get a touch in to prevent it from going into the hands of the opposition. But look at that, it came from Sadi. Sadi working really hard afterwards to try and regain possession, but it's going to be in the hands of Hedy. Tolo down into the corner. Goes from. There's the rebound attempt. Oh my word, get out of there. This time it's Hamad who swats it away.
Another block inside here. The block count moves up just a little bit more. That's the third block we've seen from this Libyan defense. Rebound, Casalembo. Hamad sends it back.
You're not coming through. Hamad. For once, we haven't got Actual on the floor. Big shot in the corner. Look at that from Bohr. And he moves up to 9.
9 points. He's also got 9 assists and 7 rebounds here, Damian Bohr.
Yeah, they want him to get a triple-double.
And given everything we've seen in this Kalahari conference, that one is also not off the cards.
Bohr driving through, tries to get his left hand around off the glass. It doesn't fall. There's Deng who collects. Looked like a traveling call there, but still. A little shuffle of the feet, but still.
See how they interpret that, because that becomes an assist again to Damian Bohr, and he picked up a rebound. So, you know, you want to put it on triple-double watch, we might as well.
He's on 9 assists now. Great score, mid-range 2 there. Dropped in from Tolo up to 10. Zhu. That was so aggressive, the charge right through.
Everybody, we've got a special guest in the house, South African actor and first blood team, known for the standout roles in Papa Series and co-host of the
Timeout call. We got 2:01 left, and Flush and Grenia, that drawing board and that coaching board, they need to try to make sure that they get on in on the defensive side. You look, 47 points in terms of production. They're limited to 13 here in the third. Lastly, they have this innate ability to be able to push up to 30 points a quarter. Biggest lead of the game, 36, 23 bench points, and 8 turnovers apiece. Really what it has been a core difference has been the conversion rate. They're shooting 61% from the field, 47% from the three-point line, compared to 32, 22 on the other. Play of the game. Through the legs, behind the back. There goes the finish.
And it all started off with this from Boissy. Look at this. Boissy to Bohr. And then he goes on a mission. Love it. That is the play of the game. 2:01 left in this third. Jean-Jacques Boissy is back on the floor. Last season's MVP. With Ahly Tripoli victorious in the final. Here in Pretoria, of course. It goes up quickly, Zhu. Great work, holds it, protects it, scores. Up to 83. Bohr. Boissy steals. Round the back, kicks it out. Deng for three. Hamad's there. And off the glass and in. Another 2 points. Second chance points scored, of course, once again. That's what they do.
Well, nice work by Hamad. Persistence paying off inside.
And Dim at the right place at the right time. He moves up into double figures, third player now. And behind Hetty and Ozabor for the Giants, 51 left to play.
Well, did have 13 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists in the opener. Nino Dim.
That's a great score. That really is from Boissy, staying very high off the glass just to make sure that he gets it over the top.
That was against Dar City.
Back out to Machlong. Ozabor. Ozabor with a drive. High off the glass again. Last time a little bit too hard. Goes out of bounds. They will regain possession though. A little bit of positive with 21 seconds left to play. 14 on the shot clock, of course. Gives Ahly Libya the chance to just bring in some players they haven't really used that much. Al Jami is coming on just to play a couple of seconds here just to finish off this third quarter. Sibagnoni with a rebound, up to 7 he goes. Last 10 seconds. Get the possession back. See, we're a little bit frustrated there. Flosh Seguenia seeing points.
So Coach Solomon starting to run his bench a little bit here. They've got a very significant lead, and well, Joburg Giants gotta try to string together just consecutive scoring possessions.
Dim, got to get a shot in, 7 seconds. Here he is, Hetty going out. There's Machlong with the 3 shots. Back out, Sadi. Oh, and 51 points for the Giants, 89 for Ahly Libya at the end of the third. And we'll take a break, 17:33 the differential. Back for the fourth quarter. You can see the third quarter was, well, a 16-point differential there. And they have just stormed away, haven't they, Ahly Libya Q?
I talked about the field goal percentage and that being the primary and key difference, 63%, 21 assists, and rebounding category being dominated here by Ahly. It's been a very dominating three-quarter performance. They will try to close out. And here's the dunk of the game. Atuel, close range. Spins, maneuvers, finds some space. And the poster will be kept in the annals of BAL time.
It's the up and under, isn't it? Fantastic work there from Atuel again, with small spaces still, very dynamic, athletic, and meticulous. Sibagnoni looking to try and get into double figures. There's the score. Great drive. Great bit of work there from Hedy. And he now moves to 12 points. Boissy on the floor, foul committed. And again, we don't have Damien Bohr on the floor to try and increase his numbers here. Triple-double would be something special, but maybe he'll come on a little bit later on.
I suspect we might see him. He's got 9, 8, and 11. And those are some good... Gives him a good chance to get close.
Big score from shooting from Boissy. And he moves up to 14. With only Atchwell ahead of him with 21 so far. And even Atchwell's being rested a lot. And of course... good work, excellent score. Yeah, last game for Ahly, Libya, like we mentioned, so maybe time to rest some of these players. I do see Damien Bohr, though, ready to come on. He's just on the sideline, so I think that there's a little bit of a talk about, you know, trying to get the triple-double. We heard it from Joe Llewellyn as well, who said, you know, oh, what's his numbers? So we gave him his numbers. Now he knows exactly what to expect as the shot goes over the top there. Majok Deng in a little bit of pain there.
Well, some contact there inside. You see him limping away. There will be some concern. Majok Deng has had a very good conference here for Ahly Libya. Awkward landing.
Yeah.
Just almost a slight extension there, but he's walked it off and he seems to be okay.
Straight to the free throw line. It's the communication, Sati. Walking over to Bohr. Donovan Williams, Damien Bohr. He's joining Mayan Kier of Cobra Sports, who was coming from Westchester Knicks, of course, Obadiah Noel, Chanson Randall as well from APR. But Mayan Kier of Cobra Sport became the first ever player to be drafted into the G League in 2022, direct from the BAL.
Yeah.
Opened up the doors.
He started by rebounding the ball exceptionally well. And there's a finish by Josh Osebo-Kier, the first one to establish the rebounding record, first player to go over 20 rebounds in a BAL game.
Showcasing the talent and bringing it to the world.
The platform continues to grow, talent continues to shine.
That these guys, I don't think that they are too concerned about not making it to the finals in Rwanda. It's a done deal just because of the match, the game that finished earlier on.
So place and the playoff place is clinched. Eventually got to the language, and it is Joburg Giants whose playoff aspirations are fading away drastically.
Yeah, so as it stands, we've got Petro Luanda already qualified. Tigers of Rwanda already qualified. They'll be playing with home court advantage in the finals at the end of May, of course. And with Dar City also going through with their 2 victories right from the very top of the conference. And Ahly Libya, of course, with their final game being played here today. But the victory of the Tigers over Dar City ensured that Nairobi City Thunder wouldn't be going through. Unfortunately for the Kenyans. Ozabo. Oh, fine slick shooting there from Macron. He's up to 10 points now as well. 4 players in double figures. 96 points for Ahly Libya. Damien Bohr going up. Well, this is the start of it, Q, because he's now made it into double figures. He's got a double-double.
11 points, 11 rebounds. 11 assists, 9 rebounds. He's just 1 rebound away from a triple-double.
There's the long-range shot going in from Boissy, comes back out. Sibagnoni into the paint. Heady unable to get the points. Next score could take them into two triple digits. His ball. Trying to deal with Sibagnoni. Doesn't work out that time. Machlong doing really well to get the ball. That's into the path of Tim, or is it? Boissy. Dunks the ball beautifully.
Well, space the floor beautifully, spread the defense, and they find the wide open score. Majok Deng, he slams that home. Timeout called on the floor. Lead up to 40.
Yeah, this is 100 points now for Ahly Libya. They lead the Giants by 40. And 5:55.
It began with a dream of connecting the heart of Africa to the world. The first pioneers were brave, venturing into skies unknown, and today the same spirit lives on. Rwandair soars higher, carrying dreams and stretching our frontiers. It's not just a flight, it's an experience, the kind where every detail is designed to make you feel at home. Rwandair is more than an airline. We are a bridge between Africa and the world, between you and your dreams. Welcome to Kigali.
$60-100. Well, it's been a stormy affair, really. Libya really laying down the foundation once again, and on the cusp of their third victory.
It's their scoring ability again, and you know, against NCT they were able to put up 33 points in consecutive quarters, and they had 33 in that third quarter against the Giants, and they are now sitting on 11 so far.
Picks up, well, that's the rebound, that's the one. He's the triple-double, Q.
I think that is it, and we'll get confirmation, but that is 10 rebounds for Ball, and he's got 10 across 3 statistical categories.
Look at that. So, Bora's got 11 points here. He's now got 10 rebounds, and he's got 12 assists. And absolute applause for Damien Bora goes up, because that is another record after we saw Leonard Randall hit 54 points earlier. There it is, confirmation, and such a massive moment for Damien Bora, who was the king of assists coming into this already.
Already broken the BAL record for assists, and now he will be the first BAL player to pick up a triple-double.
Okay, what other records do you want to be beaten? Come on, what do you want?
What else is on the table?
Okay, let's get the fans to vote. Just kidding. But reach out, yeah. Tell us what you think will be broken. Let's have a look at the BAL records. I think this season's going to be really off the charts. Great work in the paint there, coming from Aldefeli.
Oh, there might be another record on the cards.
Is it one that we don't really want to talk about?
Well, maybe.
What does that mean? What do you mean?
Largest margin of victory in a game.
There we go.
47 by US Monastir when they defeated GNBC 113-66.
Boissy has a shot picked up there by Dim. Dim, look at him storming up into Ahly territory, trying to get himself those more points to just bolster his tally to 12. 4:20 left to play.
Right now, 45-point margin. That's the differential between these two teams.
And GNBC from Madagascar, that was the first season, right? We were in the bubble.
That was the first season in the bubble.
We're in the bubble, can you imagine that? Insane.
It's been a journey supreme, and you're now in a packed out, sold out Sunbed Arena.
And we're in Kigali, and then there were those tremors where we're in the hotel as well because of the volcano that was erupting, of course, across the border in DR Congo. Some
great memories.
Moments, some crazy moments, right? Big shot coming in from Macklong. He's up to 13.
Having his best offensive game of the conference so far.
5 of 26, 11 of 24, 46%. Abzio getting the ball back to Al-Jahmi. It's a little bit wide of the target, collected here at the back by Ozabor. Macklong Sibagnoni driving through. Another chance. That's great perseverance. I like it.
Yeah, keeps it at 40 right now with the 3 minutes, 10 seconds left.
Driving through, it all opened up. Oh, just a little bit short of the target there, Al-Jahmi. .302 left to play, 65-105. Prinsloo going up. Off the back. Tidied up. This is Solomon getting the chance to play a few of his bench players, but then you've got Majok Deng who's saying, no, I want to stay on. I'm just going to try and, you know, rack up a big tally. He's up to 20. Just one behind Actual now.
Well, he is putting in his cards to be one of the best three-point shooters in the conference as Majok Deng. It's just unreal, the conversion that we've seen from him.
Deng with his first personal. Just look at this. I mean, it's just clockwork, isn't it? 26 shots made, 63.41%. He's the top guy from the field, 41 attempts made. Great work from Casalembo.
Well, he was already shooting it at 71%. He's now up to 13 makes because he's made all, well, actually 14 makes because he's made all of his shots, and his percentage will only go up.
Just going up.
Over 70% from the three-point line in conference play.
Casalembo shooting well from the free throw line. It's 2:21 left to play. Great score. Great drive in from Al-Gharabi. Hedi, Prinsloo down in the corner. Macklong goes up for a 3 shot. Picked up by Abzio. Abzio over the top. Literally ran out of bounds.
Still expecting execution, Coach Solomon, from 5 players on the floor. Al-Mustafa Edek, where he gets his run as well.
That's a good score from Macklong. Like the soft touch just over the top, found space, got his look, reached over, got the points.
18-year-old from the Niger.
High off the glass, collected. Casalembo, and there's your dunk there. Just driven down by Hedi, who's on 14 points now. 1:24 left to play. Al-Gharabi gets the ball out, long-range shot. Prinsloo with the rebound. Dim. Flies out of bounds. Just a question of time. 1:09 left for this penultimate day of action here, where the Tigers managed to make it 4 from 4 with a final game tomorrow. And Ahly Libya about to make it 3-2, which will just really underline their qualification for the finals in Rwanda at the end of May. We've got Morocco coming up, the Sahara Conference, which is going to be fabulous.
The competition doesn't stop, and well, if this conference is anything to go by, the BAL in season 6, where it's going to set some more heat records up there in the north and the Sahara Conference.
Well, I think that we've nearly knocking on amongst the African talent across the 6 teams. We've also got, I think, nearly double figures in terms of players who played in the NBA who are going to be present in the Sahara Conference, which is massive.
Well, let's wait and see for those final rosters. You know how that all goes, but that certainly does promise a lot. And some interesting teams going to be on display. Mactown Flyers, JCA Kings from Nigeria, just JCA Kings from the Côte d'Ivoire, Fusta Rabat. Well, they'll be coming in from Morocco, Club African from US Monastir.
Ahly from Egypt.
Ahly from Egypt, and Wilde Dakar from Senegal.
They're all very competitive, but as you said, the rosters are just being finalized and rubber stamped before we can start to take a look at, what's going to happen there. It's been battled back into the hands of Hamaide and flung out wide towards Abzio. Abzio, one of the rising stars in Libya, 21 years of age, plays for the national team already. Magua going up. Just a little touch there from Aldefili on Magua.
Yeah, you can see the drive in from Caleb Magua getting his first run, and there Benjamin Davies also in. Final 34 seconds. He's also the Elevate player.
Yeah, from Sierra Leone. 208, 16 years of age.
16 years young.
2025 FIBA under-16 Afrobasket player. He's the second leader in that competition. Rebounds 12.8. Rebounds per game, 5 blocks against Rwanda. He got a double-double, in fact. I think 10 points, 21 rebounds, just to give you an idea of the quality that we have in the academy. The BAL Elevate program, of course. Which has provided us with some incredible athletes over the years, Q.
Unreal. Hope may continue to provide us with incredible athletes as the league continues to grow.
The battle to try and keep the ball, it's gone out of bounds. 11.2 seconds left to play. And Q, you're about to have a little chat with the MVP, of course, Damien Bohr, triple-double, and the first player to ever do that in the Basketball Africa League. Amazing achievement indeed.
Amazing indeed. 11 points, 11 rebounds, and 12 assists. Wonderful performance.
There you go.
With the score of Joburg Giants 72.
It's a wrap here. 72 points for the Joburg Giants, and they all play no further part, I'm afraid, in the tournament beyond the Kalahari Conference, as they lose 4 of their 5 games. So they can only win 1 in their final game tomorrow, but it's 72 to 110. Ahly Libya with another victory as they finish on 3-2 and confirm their qualification for the finals in Rwanda. As we take a look at the full-time stats, look at that. 50 rebounds, 9 more, and 11 more assists. And the field goal percentage, 42 from 75, 29 from 85.